Our flag honors those who have fought to protect it, and is a reminder of the sacrifice of our nation's founders and heroes, Joe Barton. But hopes a shy bird flying at a great distance, seldom reached by the best of guns, John James Audubon. The best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. Eliot keep charge. If the United Nations once admits that international disputes can be settled by using force, then we will have destroyed the foundation of the organization, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Walking and talking is my autobiography. It's best to do it that way, rather than spend months reading a book, Kathy Burke. The best of our nation is exemplified by our nation's veterans, who embody what it means to put service above self, Tulsi Gabbard. I believe that in life, you have to give things your best shot, do your best, do the right thing, not the popular thing, David Cameron. My motivation is being the best, pretty simple and straightforward, Brian Shaw. With the union my best and dearest earthly hopes are entwined, Franklin Pierce. If you just focus on getting better and not being the best, you have such a good time, James Castor. I will always be as difficult as necessary to achieve the best, Maria Callas. After a semester, I left Cal Poly to attend a local community college, Palomar in San Marcos. It was the best move, Taylor Tomlinson. The best thing is to look natural, that it takes makeup to look natural, Calvin Klein. Whatever I try to do, I always try to give it my best and try to be a killer. Because at the end of the day, if you don't work hard, you are not going to get food, Jonas Antetokounmpo. My mother is black and my father is Filipino. I got the best of both worlds, Cassie Ventura. I've been through a lot of things in my personal and family life that turned me into a fighter, Hope Solo. If surveillance, censorship, and propaganda are the three pillars of authoritarianism, information, organization, and leverage are the counter-pillars, sine tu facti. The best thing women in tech can do is to invest in other women, Christine Tsai. The best thing we can do with rejection is to make it a learning experience. Rejection is a great teacher, Adina Friedman. In the practical art of war, the best thing of all is to take the enemy's country whole, and in tech, to shatter and destroy it is not so good, Sun Tzu. You fight, you try your best, but if you lose, you don't have to break 5 rackets and smash up a locker room, Rafael Nadal. The key to life is your attitude, whether you're single or married or have kids. It's about making the best of your life wherever you are in life, Candice Bushnell. I can be a tomboy or an absolute lady. I give myself a title, the best of both worlds, Doll Brat. You have to be confident in who you are and what you're doing. I'm always trying to be a better chef, dad, and person, Guy Fieri. In life, you have got to make the best of every situation. You have to keep going, John Daly. If you love your work, you'll be out there every day trying to do it the best you can. And soon everybody around will catch the passion, Sam Walton. There is a Japanese proverb, raise the sail with your stronger hand. Go after the opportunities you're best equipped for, Soichiro Honda. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself, has adopted the best plan for living happily, Plato. Get up tomorrow early in the morning, and earlier than you did today, and do the best that you can, Joan of Arc. Never die easy. We run out of bounds and die easy. Make that linebacker pay. Don't die without trying, Walter Payton. Wise and humane management of the patient is the best safeguard against infection, Florence Nightingale. The best scientists and explorers have the attributes of kids. They ask questions and have a sense of wonder. Silvio. The best thing that I did was get myself out of an environment that was toxic to me and to my mental health. Adam Goodas. God's gifts put man's best dreams to shame. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Climate change is destroying our path to sustainability. Sustainable development offers the best chance to adjust our course. Ban Ki-moon. I say that in the most humble way. I always knew that I could perform with the best of them, and deliver with the best of them. Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna forget all the negative press and focus on being the best version of myself. Jake Paul. Fashion is inspired by youth and nostalgia, and draws inspiration from the best of the past. Lana Del Rey. Picture books are for everybody at any age. The best ones leave a tantalizing gap between the pictures in the words. Anthony Brown. Candy is childhood. The best and bright moments you wish would have lasted forever. Dylan Lauren. You have to train the best way that is suited to you, a way that will allow you to progress. Ronnie Coleman. One of the best things for a woman to hear is that she is sexy. Scarlett Johansson. Publicity is justly commended as a remedy for social and industrial diseases. Sunlight is said to be the best of disinfectants. Louis D. Brandeis. When a thoughtless or unkind word is spoken, best tune out. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'd like to think the best of me was still hiding up in my sleeve. John Mayer. Being the best is applying yourself to your potential. Putting out the best version of yourself. Nikita Paris. My formula for living is quite simple. I get up in the morning and I go to bed at night. In between, I occupy myself as best I can. Cary Grant. I'm a tyrant that you should trust, and you should let me run your life, because I do know what is best for you. Vermin Supreme. I just want people to be the best of them and live the happiest lives possible. Kanye West. The wildest colts make the best horses. Plutarch. The ideal man bears the excellence of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. Aristotle. Trying to make a feature film yourself with no money is the best film school you can do. Quentin Tarantino. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. Abraham Lincoln. There's nothing like seeing the smile on my kids' faces. Laughing together, playing, it's the best. Mark Wahlberg. I expect the best, prepare for the worst. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. As the best wine doth make the sharpest vinegar, so the deepest love turneth to the deadliest hate. John Lilly. When everything is lonely, I can be my best friend. Conor Oberst. A lot of people think being at the top means you have to be the best at a certain game. You don't. It's more about personality. KSI. When I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. Israel Adesanya. What shall I say further? Shall I not stop short and lead your imaginations to portray the tragic days of war? Deborah Sampson. The best way of learning to be an independent sovereign state is to be an independent sovereign state. Kwame Nkrumah. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be the best, but when it takes over the joy in the moment, and the joy in the journey, then that's where there's an internal tension. And I have to surrender that. Lauren Daigle. The best cartoons have no words at all. Just the image pops out. Jeff McNally. When you look good, you feel good. Confidence with what you're wearing is very important. If you feel good, you will always perform your best without worrying about anything. Maria Sharapova. I did not wish to take a cabin passage, but rather to go before the mast and on the deck of the world. for there I could best see the moonlight amid the mountains. I do not wish to go below now. Henry David Thoreau. There is no excuse for violence. There is never justification for anyone to impose themselves on someone else, and will always be incorrect when it comes to a man and a woman, regardless of what might have happened. You need to be man enough to take the blow. That is always the best way. Do not put your hands on a woman. Jim Brown. Most of us start out with a positive attitude and a plan to do our best. Mary Lou Hanna. Lay this unto your breast, O friends, like old swords, still a trusted best. John Webster. In the best works of fiction, there's no mustache-wearing villain. I try to write shows where even the bad guy's got his reasons. Lin-Manuel Miranda. The best man in the world is that man that you love. Jennifer Aniston. We've got to have rules and obey them. After all, we're not savages. We're English, and the English are best at everything. William Golding. Choose your corner. Pick away it carefully, intensely, and to the best of your ability, and that way you might change the world. Charles Eames. Every year of my life, I grow more convinced that it is wisest and best to fix our attention on the beautiful and the good, and dwell as little as possible on the evil and the false. Richard Cecil. It's best to have failure happen early in life. It wakes up the phoenix bird in you so you rise from the ashes. Anne Baxter. The secret is to work less as individuals and more as a team. As a coach, I play not my 11 best, but my best 11, Knut Rockne. Example is the best precept, Aesop. The best audience is intelligent, well-educated, and a little drunk, Auburn W. Barclay. All you can do is the best you can do, Lloyd Blankfein. Toleration is the best religion, Victor Hugo. The best measure of a man's honesty isn't his income tax return. It's the zero adjusted on his Bethune scale, Arthur C. Clarke. He who keeps his cool best wins, Norman Cousins. But this is our true individual life. Our present life is a glimpse, a fragment, a hint, and in its best moments a visible beginning, Josiah Rice. Fear is our deepest and strongest emotion, and the one which best lends itself to the creation of nature-defying illusions, H.P. Lovecraft. The best time to plan a book is while you're doing the dishes, Agatha Christie. The best scientist is open to experience and begins with romance, the idea that anything is possible, Ray Bradbury. With my wife, I don't get no respect. I made a toast on her birthday to the best woman a man ever had. The waiter joined me, Rodney Dangerfield. We have to keep winning and looking good and keep fighting the best competition out there, Errol Spence Jr. Since no one, but you can know what's best for you. Government control can't make your life better, Harry Brown. Never wear your best trousers when you go out to fight for freedom and truth, Henry Gibson. The best weapon of a dictatorship is secrecy. The best weapon of a democracy should be the weapon of openness, Niels Bohr. Love and scandal are the best sweeteners of tea, Henry Fielding. It's fun to be on the edge. I think you do your best work when you take chances, when you're not safe, when you're not in the middle of the road. At least for me, anyway, Danny DeVito. Even the best teams can fail. Celebrities can fail. There is only one in whom your faith is always safe, and that is in the Lord Jesus Christ. And you need to let your faith show, Russell and Nelson. Cynical realism is the intelligent man's best excuse for doing nothing in an intolerable situation, Aldous Huxley. Do the best you can in every task, no matter how unimportant it may seem at the time. No one learns more about a problem than the person at the bottom, Sandra Day O'Connor. I am my own muse, the subject I know best, Frida Kahlo. If I say something, I mean it. If I promise something, best as I can, I'm going to follow through. If I say I have your back, I genuinely mean it. Bonnie Hammer. Consistency is always the best teacher. Stephen Marbury. Collective action remains the best way of reviewing the march towards the great trinity of liberty, equality, and solidarity standing. After the wheel, the PlayStation is the best invention of all time. Andrea Pirlo. One thing is sure, we have to do something. We have to do the best we know how at the moment. If it doesn't turn out right, we can modify as we go along. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Life is very much about making the best decisions you can. So I think chess is very valuable. Hikaru Nakamura. Politeness and civility are the best capital ever invested in business. Large stores, good signs, flaming advertisements will all prove unavailing if you or your employees treat your patrons abruptly. The truth is, the more kind and liberal a man is, the more generous will be the patronage bestowed upon him. P.T. Barnum. Examinations are formidable even to the best prepared, for the greatest fool may ask more than the wisest man can answer. Charles Taylor Colton. The best thing about YouTube is that anyone can do it, and that's exactly what I did. Danton. When you go out onto that field, it's going to be war. Sportsmanship is playing to the best of your abilities. And then, afterwards, shaking your opponent's hand. Bruce Grobbelaar. The best time I ever had with Joan Crawford was when I pushed her down the stairs in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Betty Davis. If you like an instrument that sings, play the saxophone. At its best, it's like the human voice. Stan Getz. I have no regrets, because I've done everything I could to the best of my ability. Robert Redford. My life's attitude is simple. Make the best of what you have got, and move to the next. Thank God for what is coming my way and enjoy it completely. Alpine of Bindra. You have to surround yourself with people who love you and want the best for you. Mana Suvari. About astrology and palmistry, they are good because they make people vivid and full of possibilities. They are communism at its best. Everybody has a birthday and almost everybody has a palm. Kurt Vonnegut. Try finding a better villain than me. I am the best of the worst. Raesh Carter. I live in the moment. The moment is the most important thing. That's my entire philosophy. Make the best of the good moments. Rita Marino. My husband and I are best of friends first and foremost. We fight like cats and dogs, but never stay my life alone. I was lucky to find him. He is in every way. My soulmate, Connie Wilson. I would say laughter is the best medicine, but it's more than that. It's an entire regime of antibiotics and steroids. Laughter brings the swelling down on a national psyche and then a pleasant antibiotic cream. You gotta keep it away from your ass. Stephen Colbert. You can't stop loving or wanting to laugh because when it's red, it's the best thing in the world. When you're in a relationship and it's good, even if nothing else in your life is right, you feel like your whole world is complete. Kate Sweat. When you do something best in life, you don't really want to keep that up. And for me, it's tennis. Roger Federer. A naughty pickle is how I'd best describe myself. I think fun and laughter is the whole point of life. Celia Emery. Sometimes in life, your best teacher is experience and going through something to figure it out. Fabulous.